Members, I'm very concerned about the bill this committee is considering. It's not really the type of legislation that we usually consider, where the rules are laid out and everyone is expected to comply. Instead, it's specifically designed to target a small number of specific companies, most of which are headquartered in my home state of California. If the conduct this bill seeks to prevent is unfair and improper, I believe that conduct should be prevented from anyone who engages in it, not only a small handful of companies. Instead of updating antitrust law for our modern online economy, as it aims to do, this bill will create two separate legal standards. One that poses very significant barriers to the business operations of a few large tech companies, and one for everyone else. I'm told that companies involved are Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft, companies in California and Washington, and one for everyone else. It's difficult to see the justification for a bill that regulates the behavior of only a handful of companies while allowing everyone else to continue engaging in that exact same behavior. Let me give you an example. Let's say someone goes online to buy stationery. They could go to Target or Walmart's website and search for stationery. And those websites could show them Target branded or Walmart branded stationery first and make them scroll through several pages of options before they show them stationery from other sellers. But under this legislation, if they instead went into Amazon's website to buy the stationery, Amazon could not do exactly the same thing. Amazon could not show them Amazon branded stationery before it shows them stationery from other sellers. This dramatically different result for engaging in the exact same behavior doesn't make sense. I'm concerned that legislating in such a targeted manner may create the opposite of the intended effect. I've tried to find out, well, who is actually benefited by this? Who is actually targeted? And what I've learned is Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon, and maybe Microsoft and TikTok, but we don't know. I'm concerned that this is really going to be very dangerous legislation. It may end up giving a competitive advantage to others large global businesses that narrowly escape being regulated by the bill. I recognize that our nation's original antitrust laws were inspired by practices of specific sets of companies, but those laws targeted all anti-competitive behavior across the market, not just the practices of a small set of companies that inspired the laws. As we consider improving antitrust laws for the online economy, I believe we should continue to legislate in a way that applies fairly to everyone who engages in the behavior we're concerned with, and not just a few. I also want to note, and I believe we will discuss this further, that the bill causes some very significant security concerns. Today, major platforms like Apple and Google take measures to address the privacy and cybersecurity of their users. That may not be perfect. We may want them to do better or work more closely with law enforcement. But this bill would actually prevent companies like Apple from taking steps to ensure that an application is safe before you download it from your phone. This makes no sense. We're requiring companies to take down protections that are in place today and instead allow hackers and those looking to steal personal data to access the devices. I'm told that federal agencies have concerns about these provisions, but this committee has not had the benefit of their input. For these reasons, I will oppose this bill today. I strongly believe it would have been helpful for this bill to receive the benefit of a full committee hearing before we voted on it in order to discuss these concerns, and I hope that might still be the case. I look forward to working with my colleagues on the committee to address these issues as the bill makes its way to the floor.
Mr. Chairman, could I ask the senator a question? Are you implying, Senator Feinstein, that the U.S. government, that the administration is against this bill? You just said that federal agencies had concerns, and I would like to know if you have some knowledge that I do not know, that the administration is against it, since they have made antitrust enforcement, as has the Justice Department, a major priority.
No, I do not know. What I said is I am told that federal agencies have concerns about these provisions.
Okay,
but
well,
this
that is a
committee
pretty
has
bold
not
statement.
had the benefit of their input.
That is a bold statement.
So,
Well, I'm sorry, Senator. It's what I think, and I thought we're able to say what I have been told that.
By who?
And you may not like it.
Well, no, I don't like it at all, because I think that it's not true.
I'm going to ask that we return to some order here, and it's up to the committee how we want to deal with this. Making general statements about the concept in the bill is certainly appropriate and consistent with our committee history. We have over 100 amendments that have been filed. And if members have amendments that they wish to offer at any point, I think the floor should be open for that purpose.
Well, Mr. Chairman, may I finish?
I thought you were, I'm
No,
sorry,
no.
I thought you were finished.
I want to end by saying it would have been helpful for the bill to receive the benefit of a full committee hearing before we voted on it and have the ability to address these concerns.